think there was a little more.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy...
That's why the Most High don't like giving this wisdom to men on the earth, because men always gonna do the corrupt thing with it. They don't want to get it to better the earth. This man, when he creates these vaccines, he's creating also. He said, "Oh, will it be plague out?" Now I'm telling you that he creates a plague. Yeah, he figured out how to create a plague, but he also, I got the antidote though.
What did the CDC's all about?
Right, to control the diseases. So he'll figure it out. He'll unleash it and practice it upon the people. Then he'll be like, $1 million for the antidote, $100 for the antidote per person.
Same thing with AIDS, cancer, all that shit.
Yep.
By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Oh, that reminds me of Isaiah the 14th chapter, man. You know, have he have become weak as we? You know, you ain't gonna no longer be, you know, that top feared, you know, respecting nation. You know, all that wisdom that you had, what good is it doing you if these other nations are developing the same technology and they're following right behind your ass, man?
Moab.
Yeah.
You was out ahead by, why is it a space race? You was out ahead of everybody. Race on arms race.
Esau got a 300 years head start.
Yeah, on everybody.
And then we see everything them coming back down from that position that the Most High put their ass in.
And it's not that everybody's going up, you coming down. That's all it is.
The Edomites, I mean, the Moabites, the Russians, everyone has their technology. You know? Truth be told, a lot of the technology, they those other countries, it comes out there first, and then they funnel it down to the simple ass Americans. You got a big history? Okay, I got one idea.
2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 1. And the angel that was sent unto me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer and said, thy heart has gone too far in this world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High? Then said I, yeah, my Lord. And he answered me and said, I am sent to show thee 3 ways, and to set forth 3 similitudes before thee. Whereof if thou canst declare me one, I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see, and I shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh.
Hey, because we don't know him like we know ourselves, right? When it says, like thou hast wiped the wicked glass, you looked in the mirror, you know yourself, he's going to show us how to see this man for the devil he is, and what he's going to do.
And I said, tell on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire.
Woo!
Or measure me the blast of the wind.
Woo!
Or
hey, by the time you set your equipment up, the blast of the wind is different. It may never blow like that again. Or fire does that too. And what's funny is, he actually gave a clue to the real answer, because fire and oxygen, wind and oxygen go hand in hand, fire and oxygen goes hand in hand. And it fluctuates. You can't measure that, but the Most High know the answer.
Esau's obsessed with the Most High's technology. You know, they try to track tornadoes, hurricanes, they try to track the oceans, and they try to, try to catch track the whales, and, Esau's obsessed, man. But you never be on that level, Esau. You never was on that level, really. You just fooled everybody.
Or call me again the day that is past. Then answered I and said, what man is able?
What is that? Or call again the day that's past?
Or call me again the day that is past.
Was that Back to the Future? Time travel?
Time travel.
Time travel.
Don't put it on tape. Don't put it on tape and then go and watch it. No, bring yourself back to the day before.
Ooh.
Time travel, literally.
Cold.
Don't go pop in the VHS, the old VCR.
That's Esau's answer to that.
Right. No, I
figured it
But
out.
we got the technology. We can go back and you can look at things back from the 1930s when there was no color in the television. Yo.
No, because you can't. Hey, that's what he said in the movie Good Will Hunting. But you can't tell me what it smelled like in there back yesterday. You can't tell me how hot it was yesterday on film. You can't tell. It could be 110 degrees out here right now, you know, or 80 or 8 degrees out here. I mean, you would be just like this, or 60. You can tell us, like if you were back there.
Verse 6, then answered I said, what man is able to do that? That thou shouldest ask such things of me? And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep, or how many springs are above the firmament.
And I think like the springs that shoots, I think they call them hyperventilation systems. You know, Esau, he can't number all here because he ain't never searched out all of the depth. He couldn't tell you those things, man. Yeah. Yep.
Or how many springs are above the firmament, or which are the outgoings of paradise.
I think there's they say the ocean floor, there's a layer, it's like a barrier under that Esau can't get to. They know it's there. They try to show the movies. They show the movies, but they can't get under that. It's like it's like almost like a trap door, so to speak. But Esau can't get to the depths, even though he tries.
Verse 8, peradventure thou wouldst say unto me, I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell. Neither did I ever climb up into heaven. The hell's talking about basically the earth crust, further and further down into the earth crust, basically. Neither did I ever climb up into heaven, which is space. Nevertheless, now have I asked thee, but only of the fire and wind, and of the day wherethrough thou hast passed, and of the things from which thou canst
I
not.
asked you easy things. Stuff that you can possibly know. I didn't ask you nothing too crazy. I just asked you random, all right stuff that you can actually know and stuff.
So like the springs of the deep is the hyperthermal vents. Hyperthermal vents, man. You see, they look like fountains that shoot pressure of water at the bottom.
Bubbles.
Like bubbles.
Yeah.
You know, like when you see in a jacuzzi, the little hole that shoot the
Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have those at the bottom of the sea.
It's like
You think Esau get the jacuzzi from
He got it from that.
they do shoot
Hyperthermal vents.
The creation of man, we came from the waters, man.
Con.
The seas, because it's earth under the waters, man. We came from the waters.
Hey, and Salak, and if the scriptures talks about the springs of the ground, of the deep, we know that they wasn't, the man back then was not going down to the bottom of the water. So how would they even have this knowledge? The Most High gave them this, man.
Yeah.
Our forefathers, Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, we were the original scientists of the earth, man. We knew everything. We had the knowledge of the sea, the stars, everything, man. The tree of life, in which we're going to receive that again in the kingdom, man.
Right.
Hey, Yahweh Shai said, every hair on your head is numbered. Can you count how many hairs is on your head? Forget about that, man. But guess what? The Most High could.
I got Job chapter 9, verse 8. Verse 7, which commandeth the sun, and it rises not, and sealeth up the stars, which alone spreadeth out the heavens and tread upon the waves of the sea, which maketh Arcturus and Orion and Pleiades and the chambers of the south. And when you look that up, there's star constellations.
Constellations. Yeah.
And Ayash, Cassiel, Kayama. That's how you would say it. You know, Orion, Arcturus, and Pleiades in the Hebrew. You know?
Man.
Star constellations.
Yep. Wisdom of Solomon. Yep. Chapter 7. Verse start at 16. It says, "For in his hand," verse 15. "The Most High God hath granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as is meet for the things that are given me." Because that's why he gave Esau the type of wisdom of the technology that he had, so he could be in full fruition of the devil that he was to become. And he's going to give us back the full understanding, so we can be the righteous judges of the earth as we should be. Right? It says, that are given to me, because it is he that leadeth into wisdom and directeth the wise. For in his hand are both we and our words. All wisdom also and knowledge of workmanship. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made. No man can know that if the Spirit ain't get that to you. You know?
It's all try.
They can't even break down Genesis 1:1.
Right.
They try to come with that whole Big Bang bullshit. There's so many type of holes in that theory, man. You can go all day. You know?
Yeah, but that's one of them doctrines that just to give up. It's not edifying, it's confusing. That's what it said, I think it's confusing. Or somebody read, when
When they
you leave off,
begin to leave off, they become
it's
doubtful.
worse. Yeah, it's doubtful when they leave off. Like, I don't even know no more. Right?
And that's what atheism is, because they can't find out, they don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
So there isn't a God because I can't find out how
Yeah,
he
I can't
exists.
know.
And I basically because I can't know.
Yeah.
So I just don't believe it, you know?
Somebody actually said in an argument I was having, that if it don't make sense to me, it ain't real. and that was an argument about faith. It was an argument about faith. If it's not tangible, if I can't see it, it's not real. And you know how you kill that? What about the air you're breathing? Yeah, and it ends right there. Yeah, I thought so. You know. Anyway, it says, namely, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements, those waters, right? It says the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alterations, that's the past, present, and future, right? The alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons, the circuits of years, and the positions of stars, the natures of living creatures.
Oh, and what does it say in Proverbs about studying the beast?
Oh, we're confused about beast, what you talking about?
No.
Yeah.
Where it says
learn the way of the beast.
learn it, yeah. Because there's wisdom in studying animals and how they work, man.
To observe the ants and all that?
The ants.
Yeah, go
See how they band together, how they work as colonies.
Hey,
They help
we're the
build.
ones that's messing up society by not playing our role in the big ecosystem, so to speak.
The beasts are more wiser than people now, huh?
No, in the scripture, it's another scripture, it's like a lamentation. Where it speaks of basically the sea monster. It says even the sea monster draw and give the suck to her young ones. But then it says it also says how the women of our nation don't give suck to the young ones.
Someone's killed them with people. That's what I'm
Job 12 and 7.
It's Job 12 and 7. And it reads, but ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall teach thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee.
Yeah, like these planes, they get all the technology from studying birds.
Son, aerodynamic.
These cars, they got different models of cars that mimic different animals, man.
Con. Yeah, even like when you watch the way a dragonfly moves, that's the same way helicopters move, man. When you watch a dragonfly move, yeah, that's the same way. That's just the same way helicopters move.
Well, that's how they fly these airplanes. And
Very animals in trying to mimic that technology.
because the Moors during that time, they were developing that technology of airplanes, aerodynamics, and of course Esau with the Wright brothers, they could have been Jakes, I don't know, but they of course they say they invented it.
Hey,
I forgot the
actually,
guy.
I think it
From
was
South
a Jake in
America, right?
Panama or
Yeah,
some shit
somewhere
that
like
invented the airplane.
Okay.
It was just
He
Edomites
was making
took
trips
the
already
Took
to
everything, yeah.
Europe. He had been making trips to Europe, like routinely by the time the Wright brothers came around. I forgot his name. He had a Hispanic name.
Yeah. I got to research. 2 Kings chapter 23 verse 5. All right. This is because Jacob is the beginning of all things. 2 Kings 23 and 5. And he put down the idolatrous priest. Jacob is the former of all things. And he put down the idolatrous priest whom the kings of Judah had ordained to burn incense in high places in the cities of Judah and in the palaces round about Jerusalem, them also that burn incense unto Baal. All right, here's the point. To the sun and to the moon and to the planets and to all the hosts of heaven. So back then we knew about the planets. Esau discovered these planets and stuff, in our solar system or whatever. That's not nothing new, man.
Nothing new.
We knew about that back in ancient world.
We had all the science, man.
So that goes to tell you, Esau like to say, oh, they're the creator of civilization, back during the Greeks. No, he's not, man. All right? No, he's not the creator of civilization, to be civil. He's actually the opposite, man.
Destroyers. Back in Wisdom of Solomon 7, it says, we'll start up at verse 19, the circuits of years and the positions of stars, the natures of living creatures, and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds, and the reasonings of men. Psychology. That's why it tells you, learn from the animals.
There's intelligence in literally every living thing. Everything has a certain level of intelligence, man.
Hey, we're gonna be.
Remember when we're going back to the beginning of the day of the creation? They said, let man be made in our image and our likeness. I was talking about let everything have a level of intelligence, because we're gonna put that intelligence in the animals. We're gonna put it in the human, but we're gonna give the humans more intelligence so they can rule and have dominion over the animals. And we're gonna have to know to understand the nature of these animals to understand how the ecosystem works. Esau knows these things, but he doesn't care, man. He really doesn't have the level of intelligence that he gives you the perception to believe.
You see that the whole little college scandal shit.
I want to expound on what you said. So, in thought, the Most High is going to make us back into animals. Because animals don't reason with themselves, should I do this or not? They just do what naturally should be done. And we should be doing what's naturally to be done, living this way. So that's why, because it's written in them, it's going to be written in us. Okay, back in the creation, it was written into the animals. Now this is going to be naturally written into us. That we're going to be, and we're going to all fit in one thing. That's why the world is going to be the world is going to rejoice. Because everything's going to be in its proper order.
Everything.
Including man. Man is what's man is. That's why we talk about technology back earlier, right? Yeah. Artificial intelligence would destroy man. Because man is out of order.
Look what it's done, though. You have animals that have chemicals in them that's altering how they truly operate.
Right.
Like you got a lioness growing manes.
Yeah.
You know, you got
Women
they
that's
put
growing
they
beards.
doing experiments on frogs where they putting homosexual hormones in them, making them to become homosexuals, man. You know,
You know, with the elephants, they're starting to evolve and not grow tusks now.
right?
Because they what is it they call it? They pillage them. Poach. They poach them. So they'd rather not grow it. You know, but that's how they're evolving, and that's all because of the so-called white man, Esau.
All that intelligence.
Yeah.
Look how you
What he do?
you're the ultimate dumbest smart motherfucker that ever existed. Literally.
Yeah.
You're
So
the
smart,
smartest,
messed
dumbest
up.
motherfucker on the planet, man.
Yeah. Hey, so smart to his own destruction, right?
Pretty much.
So smart that he can figure out all the wrong things to do in the earth.
And that's why it says in the Apocrypha, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that a woman with the man?
You could, hey, like going back to the animals, you could find out a lot, man.
Yeah, kind.
These animals, they literally have. That's like how could you see how animals operate and say that there's not a God?
Right.
Like when there's like a
What-
tidal
what-
wave, animals know to retreat to higher ground before these stupid ass people do.
Before storms, birds migrate.
They know where to find shelter
Kind.
naturally.
The
Dumbass people, y'all just wait for the shit to come in.
the defense mechanism of certain animals. Lizards can camouflage themselves. You know, octopus can camouflage themselves.
Son, bro,
You know?
speaking on those octopus and animals like that, they be outsmarting Esau ass anyways. Like when they're put in those aquariums, they break out of those aquariums, man. It's many accounts, and Esau has written multiple papers and stuff with octopus and these different I don't know what you call them, invertebrates.
Squids.
Yeah, squids and things like that.
Invertebrates.
When they caught up in cages, they or aquariums, they end up going back into the ocean because they find their way out of those tanks.
Show you what is that Finding Nemo too or something?
Yeah.
It showed you that net. Yeah, I got a precept too.
Hey,
Yeah,
even the eagle.
Gone.
The eagle is known for its strength. It's the strongest bird in the whole
Bird, fowl system.
the fowl system.
And his eyes,
And he has the best eyesight, and I think he could fly. If I'm not mistaken, he could fly the highest, man, elevation.
and he can see like a damn ant
Yeah,
on the ground.
he could just zero in on it, man. So, you know,
That's it. Yeah, I ain't gonna change it, but that's why this white man picked him. He
Yeah.
observed that he can do that. Now he wants to be like that, or he can be that high up.
They attack from
They
a
attack.
high position.
And he can see down to, and with their technology, they can put the coordinates.
That's how Esau attacks with his military.
Yep. Exactly.
And
Their
Esau-
air forces, man.
That's another example of Esau taking something pure that the Most High put for us, you know, the birds, and he defiled it and made it the bird, or you can say the symbol of his kingdom, his you know, his wicked ass kingdom.
Kind. Another thing Esau does dealing with waters and things like that, you know, he sends out those certain pulses in order to echolocation. That's something that the Lord already gave into the dolphins and whales, man. You know, and the fish. You know,
Bats do it.
Bats do the same thing. Kind.
Go, Joe.
All right.
Thank you guys.
What I'm about to read is basically
This is good, Jim.
what the Most High created medicines out of the earth. You know, this is not Western medicine, man. You know, Esau created these pharmakeia drugs. You know, in the laboratory to make you more sick, man. It give you more side effects to what the disease you already have. All right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him. For the Lord hath created him for of the
For
most.
the Lord have created the position, given him that wisdom that he can use it to help the people. Not like pharmakeia to hurt the people.
Yeah, not like a fucking doctor. Not a doctor over here at UNLV hospital and that shit like that.
Which doctor means to falsify.
Hey, I'm gonna make you believe it's okay, but it's a big ass gash underneath this band-aid. You could die. You know,
Verse 2, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king.
Hey, you can have the best doctors or whatever, physicians. But, hey, like we do prayers and stuff, we do healing, we pray with that. We don't just change up our diet and put pray with it also. I'm going this way, one more that way. Hey, how do you think we're going to heal our nation? By praying. These prayers that we're putting out is to call the Most High to heal our people. Okay, so we have to honor the Most High with that because it's come from Him.
And His word is a healer too.
Yeah.
You know, we were spiritually sick. They said that the whole head was sick. When we washed our way with His word, we became clean, so we became sound and healthy.
Verse 3, the skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
Hey, so that tells you Esau's not
wise.
He abhors. He detests the natural remedies of the earth that the Most High has, the herbs and the different treatments that the Most High put upon earth, that there were men that knew. Men knew these things in the earth, how to heal yourself.
But Esau knows these things.
Yep.
It's just, he can't capitalize, he can't profit from you healing yourself.
Yeah, Esau doesn't get the satisfaction of making somebody feel good for free.
Exactly.
Being healthy for free. He don't get the satisfaction of that.
I need monetary gain.
Yeah, I need
to
something.
make me feel better about it.
I need something. I'm going to jump down to 12. Then give place to the physician, for the Lord hath created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him.
Oh, let me wrap. You have piece up go now?
No,
let me wrap that up here. Verse 20, Wisdom of Solomon 7:20. The nature of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds and the reasonings of men, the diversities of roots and the virtues. The diversity of plants and the virtues of roots. All such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know. How? The Most High shared the secrets with the servants of prophets. He gave us His Spirit. He gave us His Spirit to be able to search out and find the truth in things. The spiritual want to go and look these things up, to find out the whole matter, the conclusion of the matter. He had that with Esau for a long time. This man has hundreds of years of stored up information of stuff that he could capitalize on, and he was for a time, but now like secret tonics and shit. You know, like Coca-Cola was a medicine at first. Okay? It really had cocaine in it. He was using it for his real purpose. Now, it's caffeine in it, you know, and high fructose corn syrup. It's to destroy you. Okay? Not that you should be a cokehead and enjoy Coca-Cola and Coke like that, but there's a medicinal use for it.
And that was when it was created. That was its intended purpose on the earth, to service you in medicinal use, man, to heal yourself. You know, but Esau turned around and created conventional medicine instead of, you know, what the Lord already created in the earth, which is holistic medicine. You know, Esau will give you it in doses to where you always feel like you're craving and needing.
know? So you always gotta do whatever it takes to get it back, right? Now you're hooked on it. So now you gotta go to him to get it.
Yeah, that's why you had Dr. CB that was trying to break that cycle within Jake to try to, try to heal themselves without going to pay for Esau to give you a slow death. Because all you're doing is taking chemicals that's only treating and putting you on a certain high, only for you to keep having to rely upon it and keep benefiting from it, than to actually just take herbs that's already grown from the earth that the Most High created to use it to heal yourself, so you ain't gotta keep going back. You become healed, Mentally, you have mental clarity, and your body is without pain.
There were certain, allow me to wrap up with this, but there's a certain, like I would say cocaine even, right? Warriors would take it to have that numb effect, to be able to have a longer stamina. You know what I'm saying?
In Game of Thrones, they call it milk of the poppy.
Milk of the poppy, right? Also, what's the other one? But they would do it so if you had like a bad back, right? Say my back is messed up. Esau will give you opioids or whatever else, opium, right? So your back don't hurt. That's not how you took it though. You didn't take it so you're all discombobulated. You took it so now you can heal, physically do the things that you need to heal yourself. Once you're healed, you don't take it no more. You numb the pain so you can do the exercises and whatever else it takes for you to heal yourself back to where you need to be. You don't just keep taking it, and now you got a drug habit. Your back don't hurt no more, but now you got a drug habit. This man he gonna catch you on something. That's how his whole mentality set up. That's his MO.
For every medicine that Esau creates, that's a really important. Like aspen comes from willow bark, man, which is it gives the same effect without all the rest of the drugs.
Side effects,
I had a print. Ecclesiastes 16:20. No heart can think upon these things worthily, and who is able to conceive his ways? It is a tempest which no man can see, for the part of his works are hid. Who can declare the works of his justice? Who can endure them? For his covenant is far off, and the trial of all things is the end.
Hey, read that again. I like
endure them, for his covenant is far off, and the trial. The top slide. This is the top.
Where you started at?
No heart can think upon these things worthily, and who is able to conceive his ways?
Who's worthy to understand the mind of the Most High? Solomon was. Okay, Yahweh Shai is. Okay, Lord willing, we will be. The elect will be. All right, eventually, all of the nation of Israel will be. Okay. But he has to give it to you. It's a gift that he gives to you. Right?
It is a tempest which no man can see.
It's a wrestling or a storm that no man can see. You can't physically fight it. It's within you. That's why he won't give this wisdom into a malicious soul. Right? Because a malicious soul is going to take this wisdom and destroy people with it. Esau's proven it. Esau's already proven that's what he did with it. Yeah?
For the most part of his works are hid.
Most part of the Most High's works are hid. Yeah, you may know that how to do the certain elements, whatever, but you don't know how to use it with the intent the Most High had with the right dosage of certain things that's had with it. You can't make a marijuana law to be legal and don't give the boundaries on how to use it. There's no such thing as a recreational use. Right.
No.
Because you don't know what it's supposed to do anyway. The original intent.
We don't use it.
Yeah,
Use the
long
Bible.
as you can get it, they won't. But see, Esau, that's why he has to capitalize on it.
You got a question, sir? You got a question?
Yeah, it just, I've seen the Lion of Judah, in the Quran, I just supposed to spread the message. The Quran, I read the Bible in the Quran. I'm in Islam. I pray on Judah. I pray on Judah.
Let me ask you a quick question.
In the Quran, it's in 26, chapter 26, verse 26. All it says in there, Moses told Pharaoh, black king of Egypt, your God, and the God of your ancient African Egyptian forefathers, right from the beginning, was Allah. Allah. King Tut, he had a throne. And on that throne, you have a lion here, and you have a lion here. And he had the crown on his head, a cobra.
You know what that means?
He was a black man.
You know what those cobras mean?
Huh?
You know what those cobras mean?
Really, I thought it was, I really didn't. I really didn't know. I'm thinking it was dealing with tribes, or it's dealing with the royalty. Every, I used to see them in princesses. They had that crown. Okay.
It's about witchcraft. Because Pharaoh had magi's and different witchcrafts and wizards to figure out the stuff that the Israelites knew. Because their God gave it to us. Our God gave it to us.
The cobra was separate with them.
Yeah, but
Because of the witchcraft.
who made the cobra?
Why you think they still got the little thing to do
and that
that?
goes into medicine today.
Right.
Because Esau still uses that symbol.
That's
man.
what I'm
And what is this? And his pharmaceutical industry is witchcraft.
You know the little snakes that go in between it shows medical?
Yeah, the
That
stag.
Yeah,
represent
I seen
medical?
that.
That goes back to ancient Egypt.
That's witchcraft.
That's what we're talking about.
That's witchcraft.
Witchcraft. I ain't never heard of that.
Oh yeah,
witchcraft.
oh yeah.
I got a
I
quote.
thought you read the Bible.
You read the
I read the Bible.
You said earlier you read the Bible and Quran.
Yeah, I read the Bible. Come on.
Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth
You
it
can't
has.
put these books together. They don't go together.
Oh, yeah. God, the same God in the Bible is the same God in the Quran. Allah.
No, no.
God of Israel.
It's the same Israel.
I'm about to read something out of the Quran for you.
Oh, you can look up the Quran?
This right here, yeah.
Look up 26, 26. I can say
This is Al-Baqarah, second chapter of Al-Baqarah, verse 23. O ye children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and that I exalted you above all people.
Can you look up 26, 26 on
Is
there?
that going to line up? Because that's what the Bible says. What that said.
Yeah, the Bible goes, so the Quran says follow the law of Moses. The law of Moses is in the book.
Moses is what? Moses is what? Egypt. Moses in the Bible is in the Bible says. No, listen. In the Bible says Moses had all the wisdom of Egypt, right in the Holy Bible.
But he
Moses
wasn't.
was a...
Y'all ain't never read that.
Moses
Y'all ain't never read that.
was an Israelite. Moses was an Israelite.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a Hebrew.
Supposed to be.
Hebrew Israelite.
He was.
This Exodus 11 and 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
You can't, they're not the same people. Africans aren't black people and black people aren't Africans. Just because we all got dark skin don't mean we're the same people.
Like Russians
That's
and
Egyptian with black royalty.
No. Black, what is black? What is black? What is
I
black?
really gotta stop
Negro,
saying black.
Negro,
That's
dog.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
that's a social construct that's been made up by the so-called white man
I got two.
to deem you black, to deem him white.
This is Hebrews 11 and 23. By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months.
Hid 3 months.
Hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child and they were not afraid of the king's commandment.
What they do is a decree to kill the Hebrew children. So they cast him. Wait, I'm telling you. So they cast him down the river, and he got picked up by the what's the one?
The daughter.
The daughter.
Girl's
The
daughter.
princess of Egypt. The princess of Egypt.
By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Esteeming the reproach of Yahushua greater riches than the treasures in Egypt,
Greater riches as a Hebrew than the treasures of Egypt.
for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. By faith he
The
foresaw.
payback of the reward as being a Hebrew versus as being an Egyptian, because he was respected as an Egyptian, right? When he in position as an Egyptian, right? He gave that up because he knew it would be way greater than it would be above.
But to show you another distinction, go ahead.
In the movie, like the brother, I think the brother like to say, in the movie Prince of Egypt, when Moses went into that after that walkway, he seen the murals painted on the wall. He seen that it was Hebrew Israelite babies getting thrown into the alligators from the Egyptians.
Yeah.
He seen the ways that hey, why do you think the Moses kicked that Egyptian? Because he was feeding on the Hebrew Israelite man.
Okay. I studied the Bible. That lion. I'm gonna see if y'all know what y'all know in that Bible. That lion is Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It's in Revelations. What it say when Jesus was a lion?
Let's get the way.
What it say when he was a lion?
Genesis 49.
Yeah.
Genesis chapter
No,
49.
it's in Revelation.
Revelation.
In Revelation
okay.
somewhere.
You let him get that, then I'll get the one in Revelation. Revelation what?
Revelation 5. I know exactly.
Judah, Genesis 49 and 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art going up. He stooped down and couches as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come.
Shiloh, which is another code name for our Lord.
Revelation, you gonna read the Revelation?
Let's finish that one.
And under him shall the gathering of the people be.
And under him shall the gather, that's talking about our Lord, right? That answers your question from there. Get the one.
Revelation chapter 5.
Because we should be reading.
No, your demon ass came over here.
I'm not getting, yeah, that's why I did it. God told me, God
It's Revelation chapter 5 and 5. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
How did he open the book? How did he open the book?
How did he open the book?
Yeah, that's what I asked you.
God gave him wisdom to open the book. He see. He was a prophet. He was a seer. A seer. He can open the book. You can see things in the future. Now, if he was a lion is ain't no nothing good about a lion. That's an ugly creature. That's a dangerous creature. That's a dangerous man there. A lion.
Lion is top of the food chain, like our Lord.
A lion
Our Lord is top of the food chain.
cold-blooded killer.
Yeah.
A lion. That's lion
That's
is
his
in
nature. I know, that's his nature. So what's your point?
If he the king of Egypt, king of Judah, he a lion. He officially supposed to be a violent man.
Yeah,
he a vicious, violent man.
Isaiah.
Now, you got Israel over there. In the Bible, it don't comply with the Bible. Israel over there, that's no kingdom. There's no king over there. There's no princess. There's no royalty. It's just Israel just sitting there. And they don't comply with the Bible.
You're right.
So what's the 12 tribes? Ain't no 12 tribes. I don't see no Judah and ain't no 12 tribes over there.
We know that. The 12 tribes are
What's
scattered.
that over there? That's this evil.
Those are
over
lies.
there.
Imposters.
It's a lie. They lied to get over it.
Yeah, they just sitting there. They just because you're supposed to be a king.
That's these people over there. They're the
Yeah.
imposters.
Yeah.
That's where they come
Edomites,
from.
Khazars. We know that.
Yeah, you need to put that over to the side too. Don't hide that.
We
Put
can
that
hide
over there. Yeah.
We will.
What's the name? They trying to get him out of there. What's his name on the news? What's his name? The Prime Minister?
Yahoo.
Yeah, they say.
Not a Jew.
I hear on radio. They want him out of there.
That's right.
They say he a thief. They say he's stealing.
Hell,
He
all
a
they people
corrupt.
are thieves.
They say he corrupt.
He
Doing
doing what?
things.
They know
He
that.
mad
but
he doing it to them.
Who set him up? Who set him up in that position? The elites, the bank, the elite, the rich bankers. You know,
Nah,
What get me there about over there? This is a mystery. Tell me what's going on. They always got a prime minister, Israel. Prime minister, Israel. Where's the president? Why they don't never say nothing about the president? I thought every country had a president. Why they put the prime minister before the president?
You got a Western mentality.
What's going on with that?
You got a Western mentality. We're here change the mentality of our people through the Spirit of the Heavenly Father if He deems that so. We're here to more importantly than any of them questions. I got a real question for you. The missiles.
With a chip.
Both of them. How you gonna escape this, man? This is what's important. How you gonna escape this?
Ready for
That's in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's in the Bible.
That's gonna cause that. That's gonna destroy this place. And what's gonna come right before that is that. You take that, and you ain't gonna be able to eat, sleep, drink, none of that, work without that. That's coming.
You say that's the what the
That's in the Bible. You know the Bible.
Yeah.
Revelation 13.
Yeah, I heard that they be putting that. I didn't know they started that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that's Revelation 13.
They started
Hey,
that.
and all of this right here comes with that. You take that, all this come with that. What you gonna do about that?
What God gonna do about that?
No. You gotta deal with that though.
Allah gonna do about that?
But Allah, you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with that. What does the Quran say that you should do about that? But does it even talk about this?
Yeah, it's a you're supposed to fight. Muslims are supposed to. This is the thing about Islam and Muslims. They say Muslims are evil and all this, but these people, if you look into it, are trying to fight evil. They trying to put down evil. Muslims trying to fight evil. They trying to fight Iran. They don't like Iran. Because Iran speaks about America as the great Satan, the great devil.
The virgin daughter of Babylon.
And when those mullahs speak, you notice they never say nothing about what they saying. They always keep it one side, what we saying about them. They never say what those mullahs are saying out their mouth. They say some bad things about America. And they don't want to, in other words, they be sounding like Malcolm X. But they don't want to deal with Iran. They don't want to, because they know they're telling the truth.
Malcolm X is good?
Malcolm X was a monster. He was something else. Malcolm X was
Monster
a
bad or
man.
monster good?
Malcolm X was a prophet.
Monster.
He was a prophet.
What he say?
He was a prophet for real. Because
Can't deal with guys like that.
I know what you're saying. He went by that devilism and all that. But then he turned the corner. He started turning the corner. He started going around. He turned the corner.
Y'all bring the scriptures on.
And that's when they killed him, when he tried to go the right way. That's when they killed him. They don't want him to go there.
Know about it?
And then Joe, go ahead and read that one. 9 and yeah, 7. What's 6? No, 7.
It's not Romans 9 and 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in
not everybody makes it because bring that out. Bring that out.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, they also that uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down. You uphold Egypt, you're going to fall, man.
You let that go, man.
We don't
That concept, let me say,
You
we
gonna
don't
feel
trust
this.
in America.
You gonna feel this.
Right.
No, that concept, they be trying to portray Egypt. Wait, now I told you about the 26. Well, according to that, the first pharaohs in Islam, Allah, that was their God. The first pharaoh of the Quran, their God was Allah, and they followed the Quran. True Islam, violent and praying. Wait, listen. Violent and praying to Islam.
What pharaoh are you referring to? Which pharaoh?
All of them was initiated into the same sign.
Okay, what time period is this? What time period is this?
Facts to this
At all. Beginning somewhere. Pharaoh back at the beginning somewhere.
Back when like Israel was in Egypt, you talking about at that time period? Like that far back?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna say you.
How far back are we talking?
The beginning, the Garden of Eden.
So
I seen
Islam,
it like that.
Allah, all that existed back then.
Yeah, God showed me that.
So let me ask you. So when
God
did
showed me
Islam
that.
come upon
He
this?
showed me that.
When did Islam, the religion, around what time roughly?